Are we on?
I think we're live. Just checking this out a little bit. It's been a while since we've done anything live.
Yeah.
What we should really do as well is there's a light up in here. Oof,
I mean, there's a light right there, but...
Right, so...
Are we sure it's on? Because the microphone bit is not moving.
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Here we go. We're getting there. Boom. God, it's been a long time. You know what to do.
Yeah, I know what to do.
You know what to do. Well, you keep on that, otherwise you'll lose it. I need to do. I've got to preserve my voice because it's on the way out. It is on the way out. Let's have a look. There we go, lad.
It's on. It just...
There we go, lad.
It's on. It just...
Look at that. So we're live.
We are
Predictions.
Live.
Right. So this is first for us. We're going to do the WrestleMania XL, WrestleMania 40 predictions live today.
An extra large WrestleMania.
It is very extra large. So we're going to go through predictions. This is TMOF Wrestling. We've got a couple of minutes before we're technically properly live, so we might as well give a bit of background in the meantime. This video will stay up afterwards, won't it? So predictions, you're not very good at them, really, are you?
I'm the best in the world at predictions.
So
I'm the shaman man of predictions.
For those joining us, my name is Russ.
I'm Ash.
We have been doing predictions for some time. Yeah, you are currently winning. Do you know what the current score is? I'll tell you. It's rhetorical. You're 16-1 and I'm 15-2.
Okay.
There's only 1 point in it. But WrestleMania last year is what did it in for both of us. So, well, not for both of us really. We took a lot of L's during WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, because we did NXT as well, and there were so many like multi-man matches. It was like no chance of getting it right.
So yeah, but yeah, I couldn't come back after Mania. I got too many wrong. But this is where it changes as of today. So yeah, WrestleMania XL live, April 6th and 7th from what's the stadium name?
It is the Lincoln Financial Field.
Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Rocky Country.
The first time in Philadelphia Mania since 15.
So the Rocky thing, that's kind of, they've done that with Sami Zayn, haven't they?
Yeah, they did that with
him and Chad.
Yeah,
there was definitely a Rocky 3 vibe to that little backstage segment.
And there was rumors they were trying to get Stallone to get involved, but I don't think he will be.
Bring Mickey Rourke back. That's what I say. I'm sure they could do something, couldn't they? They'll do something Rocky related, I'm sure. But yeah, predictions then. Let's not waste any time with it. We've got a lot of matches to go through. We're going to go with night one.
13 matches, and yeah.
So that's what is it? 7 on night one, 6 on night two.
I think they might make another match on SmackDown, but I don't know who that'd be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. 7 for night one. Should we go with what we think is opening?
Well, that's the thing. You look at the list of matches on night one. It's like, what is going to open?
I think it's the women's World Championship. I reckon I think Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley open night one.
It's the first match on the Wikipedia page.
Oh, well, we'll do that then. So, TMOF Wrestling, everybody. This is a live predictions. My voice is on the way out. Hopefully, it's going to make it through the whole video. Your voice is always you're very meek anyway, aren't you? You're a meek individual. Like, give a little bit of energy. I ain't got it in me today. It's WrestleMania weekend.
I know
Well, fucking wake up then, will you? Don't laugh, it hurts my chest.
Well, this is Wrestling Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why do we never get WrestleMania cards? Happy WrestleMania weekend. Come on. It's got to be done. Go to my Clinton or my card factory, give you a WrestleMania card. Why not?
Don't stop on my account. Take the lead. If you feel like that's as far as you could go.
That's what I got, really.
All right, fair enough. Well, let's go into it then. It is now time for predictions. Let's what is it? World Women's Championship.
Yeah,
Rhea Ripley is looking to defend against Becky Lynch, who of course won the Elimination Chamber back in February. Becky's pretty much done it all now.
yeah.
This is one of the ones I really don't know about this because, like, as a disclaimer for real, I suppose all of Mania, it's very possible every title could change hands on paper, but there can't be. There has to be some retaining going on at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I want this to be one of them, but I can see Becky Lynch winning it. Because who's Rhea got after Becky? Who's she got?
Well, if you go by the Raw people, nobody. SmackDown's got the best roster for women at the minute. We don't know if there's going to be like a draft lottery immediately after.
Yeah, there's going to be something soon.
They're going to have to.
I think they will have to, and I think Rhea probably will be turning face at some point very soonish. I'd have thought.
There is that rumor
this year. I think it'll happen.
Yeah, there is a rumor that they're going to having arguments with Dom. So,
well, yeah, because Dom might be moving in with like Legado and whatever goes on there. Begrudgingly, I will say Rhea Ripley to retain it, but I really don't know. I can see Becky Lynch winning it. I don't really want to see her win it. I like Becky, but it doesn't really make sense. The only reason I'd say Becky is because there realistically isn't anyone else right now that would beat Rhea.
Unless they make like a Bianca go onto Raw or whatever, because that's the only one I can see personally beating Rhea. So I'm going for Rhea.
Going for Rhea.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley it is then. All right. Mommy's gonna win.
I just want to go. I want, like, for every match, I want it to be the best match possible. So
that's very considerate.
Yeah.
What's next?
We'll go in order because fuck it. Gunther defends his Intercontinental title against Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Oh, very 90s. I don't know. This is weird. I think I know what you're going to. Shall I predict what you're going to predict?
Go on.
You're going to say Sami Zayn to win, aren't you?
This is the thing.
You've been saying it for ages.
Well, that Gunther's going to lose and then become the champion.
So here's a thought process on it, right? Okay. Last year, Sami and Kevin, big moment, main event WrestleMania, become tag team champions, right?
Yes.
This year, they're both competing in separate matches for the mid-card titles on their respective brands.
Mm-hmm.
Is Kevin Owens going to beat Logan? We'll find out. Sami beating Gunther, I think his story's been leading up to like he wants to do something big and change the world or whatever it is. I just don't think, again, if Roman is going to lose at WrestleMania,
it's in 2 matches, so there's a possibility.
Yeah, but if he loses title at WrestleMania, do you end 2 really long streaks? And again, if Becky does beat Rhea, but do you end all these big long title streaks just at WrestleMania just for? I don't think you do.
Because Rhea Ripley's just gone over a year.
Yeah, and Gunther's up to
like nearly 500 or over 500.
He's 500 and something days. I just don't know, and I think Chad Gable could play a big factor in it. Chad could turn heel. Isn't it?
My idea.
Go on. What's your idea?
Would be Sami wins it, and then Chad turns heel either on Mania or on Raw.
Damian Priest cashes in. Which it's only
that's the thing.
It's only on the mid-card title now.
Yeah, but
wouldn't make sense though, would it? If Chad, well, I suppose it could actually. Yeah,
because he was
that jealousy.
Yeah, because everyone thought he was going to win that gauntlet. But then again, what do you do with Sami and not put him on TV? Not have him.
I'm saying it. Gunther retains. I bet against Gunther last year. As I said, Sheamus. Yeah. So I thought it was Sheamus. And I feel like it's a similar thing here. It's a good build. Like the fact that it's not really easy to predict. Sami, 100% could see him winning it based on the build. But I think Gunther keeps this. Too many titles probably going to change hands.
I'm going to risk this one. Go Sami and then the heel turn.
Oh, you don't get bonus points for heel turn.
Well, I should do.
Well, you won't. All right, what we got next?
Well, the 6-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Judgment Day versus DIY versus the Awesome Truth versus the New Day versus A-Town, Down Under, and the New Cat Republic.
So big ladder match. We haven't seen one at WrestleMania for a while, I don't think. Quite a while.
33?
Yeah, been good 7 years. It's where the Hardys came in, wasn't it? Now, obviously, that's all sparked up again. I'm pretty sure they're both still under contract, so I don't know. I wouldn't want to see them do the same thing they did 7 years ago.
I think Matt's the only one who can go. I think Jeff's on different contracts. Because if it's like they have with WWE contracts, AW, where if you get injured, they roll it over.
Oh, I don't know. Well,
because isn't Becky Lynch going back to Becky Lynch? I think her contract runs out in like a couple of months.
Oh, she's not going anywhere.
She's not going anywhere, but just saying.
So, I do think this is a title change.
Because I thought this was going to be Judgment Day versus the Awesome Truth, just 1-on-1.
Yeah. So I'm leaning towards Awesome Truth winning it, but I don't know. There's two ways about it. This is like a lot of speculation. If they were splitting the belts up, and you could have like one team pull down one pair of the belts and another pulls down the others, maybe. I don't think we need to have separate tag titles again, though. Personally, I like that it's just one lot of tag titles. I'm gonna go Awesome Truth.
I think Awesome Truth.
I'm gonna go Awesome Truth.
Because Truth.
But if it's not them, it would be a retain.
If it weren't there, I'd say DIY.
I don't know. Awesome Truth, though.
Awesome Truth.
Because like you said, I think that was the match we kind of all expected. But I'm glad. Yeah, it's cool having a ladder match. You get some more teams in there as well.
Having 50-odd-year-old Truth doing bumps of a ladder.
He's gonna be.
I mean, we've just seen Sting do like some hardcore stuff. So yeah.
All right, so we got Awesome Truth for the tag titles. Yeah. What we got next?
Now this, I kind of wish this was on night 2 because of night 1 so stacked. Jay versus Jimmy, Uso versus Uso.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Because this is another one that could go either way, and I'd buy it.
Jay Uso. Jay to win. I think Jimmy's
got the way of winning because he's going to probably have Solo with him, and there's that also possibility because like Tama Tonga could join on WrestleMania, but I don't think that's big enough for Mania.
I don't know. I think that's maybe a bit too much all in one go, but it is XL, so
yeah.
Based on just the match alone, I think they've not done really anything to convince me that Jimmy's a solo, like he's a single guy, like he's a singles wrestler. Brain's frazzled at the minute. I can't remember words out. He's not. What singles matches has he won? Jey Uso's been in world title contention.
Mm-hmm.
He's been winning singles matches on Raw. He's been in main events on Raw in singles matches. He's been picking up wins.
It feels like Jimmy.
I think if Jimmy beats Jay, it's. I mean, obviously, it probably unlikely to be clean.
Yeah,
but I think it just means more for Jay. Really, I do kind of see potentially that a close into WrestleMania where they go back together. Losers are back together, but it's whether or not then that means that Jimmy turns face or Jay turns heel. But realistically, Jimmy again, like showed no signs of turning face at all. But there's just nothing like the match for me is just built on the fact that it's like it's brother versus brother. It's obviously always something they've wanted to do at WrestleMania, so it's a dream come true for them, and that's really cool. But from a booking aspect, Jimmy on paper isn't anywhere near a credible threat as a single star. He's just not. So I'm going to go Jay. I'll probably eat my words, and it'll end up being Jimmy. But
I think Jay's the right choice, and he should win.
Yeah,
and he's going to win. But
that entrance is going to be good, isn't it?
Well, that was the thing. I wish this match was done last year at California because I had in my every time I hear California Love, and there's a bit where they shake. I just think of that Jay bit, and that. But imagine that with like 70,000, whatever it is.
Well, we all are now, aren't we?
What?
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine like with the 70,000 people doing that, it's going to look like.
It's going to look great. It's going to look very, very good. All right, so we're going to say Jay.
Jay should win it.
Jey Uso.
But if Jimmy wins it, I wouldn't be upset. It's just got to be the right finish.
Well, there you go. Obviously, before we move into the next one, do you remember any of your own predictions? Leave them on the chat. We'll talk about anyone else's predictions if there's any in the chat at the end of predictions. See if these differ so much. We've got pretty much the same so far. We're just disagreeing on Sammy and Gunther.
Yeah.
All right. So what we got next then?
So next is a 6-woman tag.
Yeah. Okay.
Damage Control of Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and the WrestleMania debut of Jade Cargill. This one, is it?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Well, Jade's not going to lose her first 2 matches in a row, is she? Debuts at the Rumble, gets thrown out. Obviously, it doesn't hurt her because it's a good showing that she had in the Rumble. But then she's not going to have her first match, have it at WrestleMania, and lose it. No one's done that. Nobody's like come in as a debut and to WrestleMania and as a big deal if they've been shown as a big deal and then they lose their match. Ronda Rousey, Logan Paul.
Well, the only thing that goes against them winning is that they're hinting at a Bianca heel turn.
It's not going to happen. Not at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, because
no one's
ever turned heel at Mania.
Well, it's but I can't. Well, you go for what you want, but I'm 100%.
I think
I'm sold. It's going to be Jade.
They are going to win. They are going to win.
Okay,
but Bianca's going to. I think Jade's going to get the pin. I'm probably Kairi, and yeah, Bianca's going to be upset that she didn't get the pin and just probably attack Jade and that'll set up a match down the line.
You don't get bonus points. You don't get bonus points for fantasy booking. I think Damian Priest is going to come out and cash in on Kabuki Warriors because he'll have lost the tag title and he'll be like, "Hey, you guys, I can do it on my own." And then he'll just come out, cash in, bosh, done.
All right.
What do you think to that?
I think we should move on to the next match.
I do as well. What we got next?
Now, this is Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dom Mysterio.
And this is a tag match where you're more likely to see a heel turn.
Carlito.
It makes much more sense. This Bianca thing that you're coming out with is utter tosh. Utter tosh.
No.
Well, it's not. This is where if it's going to happen, it's going to happen here. And I'm going to say Dominic and Santos win the match.
Dominic needs the win back from last year.
Yeah, Dominic and Santos will win. I think Carlito will be a big factor in it.
Yeah.
Because we all love Ray, apart from that guy that sat behind me at Clash at the Castle a couple of years ago. Hated Ray. We all love Ray, but he is being presented as a bit of a dumb baby face at the minute.
You think someone who's been
with Santos, it kind of like when he did the Hogan thing and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll win the title instead. I'll win it instead."
Yeah.
And that's what set off the whole Santos heel turn. Why are you even going back before that? Like Dominic's thing, it's always that's two that's like a tag thing. Like Ray's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'd love to have my son with me because it's personal to him, but actually I'd rather have Edge." And then that moment happens. Then Santos's thing is like he does the Hogan from WrestleMania 9. And then in this one, it's quite clearly Carlito's had a problem with Santos. He wants to be at WrestleMania, from a storyline perspective. And Ray's just oblivious. And he's like, "Yeah, it's going to be the newest member, Dragon Lee." And it's obviously what we're led to believe as fans is that Carlito had no idea that Dragon Lee was the newest member, even though he himself is a member.
Yeah.
It's so it doesn't paint Ray in a great light, does it?
And
so I'm just going to put it out there. I'm with Dominic. I think he's a deadbeat dad. And I hope he gets spanked, prison style. By Dominic.
What revenge from when he got it last year?
Yeah, 100%.
The thing is, Rey Mysterio should know by now. He's been in the wrestling business for so long.
You should know what?
About how to trust in people.
Yeah, he's a new Sting. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I love Ray, and I'm looking forward to the match. But
we don't.
It doesn't to me as a babyface. He's made just silly decisions. And he's brought everything on himself.
Yeah, and we don't know.
What about a Ray heel turn? That's more likely than Bianca at Mania.
You don't get bonus points for that, mate. But we don't know if all of the LWO are going to be out there. We don't know if all of Santos' crew are going to be out there.
What Andrade's going to do X, Y, Z. We'll have to see. But I'll go Dominic and Santos.
Dominic and Santos because. There must be a reason why they've done this again. And not just because of they need another match on the card. Because there's another one on day 2 that I think should not be on Mania.
Well, there you have it. What's next?
Well, this is the last match of the night, of night 1.
Another tag.
Yeah, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. And if Rollins and Rhodes win, then there's no bloodline in the main event to do what they did last year, interfere. But if The Rock and Roman Reigns wins, then it's going to be bloodline rules for the main event, which is basically no odds barred.
I think, and I've thought long and hard about it. Really long and hard.
Go on then.
I think Rock and Roman win it on the basis that the whole thing. So Cody's whole things, even since last Mania, he's not had enough adversity. Give him adversity. Give him adversity. It's like that's all he's having. One last bit of adversity in his way will be for night 2, where he has to compete against like the bloodline rules, right? But also, I think Roman Reigns is 1 win away from 1,000 in his like entire, collectively his WWE career.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what, they love these like milestones, and I think if the reign's going to come to an end on night 2, then it's like it's just one last like milestone Reigns gets, isn't it? So you can have him get his 1,000th win, and then if title changes hands on night 2. But yeah, I think I don't know what will happen in it. No bonus points, but I'll say Roman and Rock.
Roman and Rock should win,
but the problem is who picks up the loss. Like
that was my thing. It's like because either you have Seth get the pin, and maybe he'll lose 2 matches in a row because he might lose to Drew.
Do you know what I'd like to see? Because if it's got to go this way, I'd actually like to see Roman pin Cody on night 1.
I can see that happening, but I think they want Rock to get it because if it's his match.
But if Rock pins Cody and then Cody wins on night 2, I don't know. Let's keep it simple. Rock and Roman will win. Don't know how, but it'll happen.
Well, because you know how they go, Rock's overshadowed Roman for this build.
Yeah.
It makes sense if Rock gets the pin.
You know what else could make sense? Bianca Belair comes out, and because she's obviously already heel at this point, she just costs Cody. Hits him with the...
Wouldn't it be funny, though, if this was the opener for night 1?
What, the tag?
Yeah.
Be ridiculous. Right, night 2 then.
Right.
Night 2, one less match at the moment, as we say. We haven't had SmackDown yet, so we don't know if they will add anything. I don't think they will. But
well, it'll be... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. All right, well, what are we opening with for night 2?
Well, we'll go with Seth Rollins defends the World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre.
I think that will open night 2.
It could do.
I think it will. I want to say Drew.
I'm going for Drew.
I'm going to say Drew, but
because CM Punk's on commentary.
This is where Damien potentially comes in as well. Maybe not get into it, but I think it's worth pointing out that if Damien's going to cash in, I think maybe it happens there.
You can cash in the main event.
That's not going to happen. Well, it might, but he's not going to win it.
Well, the fact that...
that would feel really shoehorned. There's going to be so much going on, especially if it's bloodline rules already. Yeah. There's going to be so much shithousery in that main event. I don't think you need to overbook it with Damian Priest cash in as well.
But it was the fact that Damian Priest didn't cash in after they got beaten up on Raw.
Yeah, he's been asleep, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Been asleep in that little clubhouse of his.
But there's so much of that kayfabe stuff where they can't do too much.
I thought it was actually listed anyway. It was said that he couldn't cash in between now and Mania. I thought that was an actual rule.
I thought it was because he can cash in on someone who was medically not cleared to wrestle.
Oh, okay. Well, Drew's going to win then.
Drew's going to win. I'm happy for him because.
So we're going to say, regardless of who ends up being champion at the end of WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre does beat Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Whether or not then Damien cashes in on him, I don't know, but Drew does beat.
Drew's. And now they've announced Clash of the Castle in Scotland.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. But this is it. Punk's there. He's going to do something. If Punk hits...
Tony Khan upset.
Punk hits Drew with a GTS after Drew wins a title and then Damien comes out and cashes in.
But can he lift anyone with his arm?
Yeah.
He might injure himself again.
He's not going to lift him with his arm for the GTS anyway, is he?
He's got to pick him up.
Well, it's on your shoulders.
Yeah, but he's still got to use the arm.
Well, look, you'll have to ask him, won't you? That's my bonus point. that we don't have. All right, Drew wins.
Well, my bonus point would be CM Punk goes, "You spilled my diet soda."
Okay.
A reference from about 15 years ago.
No one gets that anymore. It's old. That era's gone.
Hmm.
It's gone. What's next?
Io Sky defends the WWE Women's Championship against Bailey.
Yeah, and another L for damage control.
If they do, then what does that mean for the group?
Not my problem.
It is your problem.
It's not my problem.
You got to predict their future.
I don't know. It's just whatever they want to do with it. The groups.
They're not the same without Bailey.
No, it's different. It's a very different group. They'll do whatever they're going to do, won't they? I think
they'll get Bianca Belair to be the new leader.
Yeah. I think it's Bailey's time, isn't it?
It is.
Big WrestleMania moment.
And you know, after when she won the Rumble and everyone's doing the pointing at the sign with her.
Yeah.
Then
they've turned a face. I think it'd be weird if she doesn't win. Really.
Yeah.
Not because I like Io Sky, but it's like she's not really done much since being champion.
No, but isn't she? I think she's like the longest reigning champion that's won it from a cash in for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, she's had it for a while, but she's not done much with it. Rhea's had like title defenses at least. Obviously, a lot of Rhea's stuff's ended up being like with the Judgment Day, and those storylines. But she's still been having her own feuds, whereas Io's not.
No,
Io's had like nothing really since cashing in.
No, what
she had a bit with Bianca, and that really was it.
Yeah, like their match at Crown Jewel when Kyrie came back.
Yeah,
that's the only match I can remember her having.
That has literally been it. I think Bailey's going to win it.
Bailey's going to win it.
Cool, man. Do you think she'll come back to her old music?
Well, that's it. It's like
she'll have the big inflatable dogs.
She's got permission by the Paramore singer, hasn't she? To use.
I heard that, but the song that people were saying wasn't Paramore. It's just one of Hayley Williams' like solo ones,
right.
And it was used in 2020. So I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe
if we get inflatable tube men, then we'll know it's
what you call them.
The wacky
inflatable tube men.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we're calling them from now on, then, isn't it? Inflatable tube men.
Whatever they're called.
But you bought a few of them off Amazon, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you smell a rubber. What's next?
Now this one, it's LA Knight versus AJ Styles, but it's got the feeling like they might add a stipulation to this one. Because why would they do?
Yeah, they'll do what they did for Randy Orton and Triple H, where that had the whole home invasion.
Yeah,
and the build was like cool and whatever, and then the main event was you wanted like a blood feud, and there's a lot of blood feuds at WrestleMania, but then they did the no DQ thing.
But Triple H can lose his top by DQ.
Yeah,
he did use that sledgehammer, to be fair, but the referee was down.
I don't know what they'll do stipulation wise or what. I think LA Knight wins it though, because they're going to want to keep LA Knight hot, and even though he's been in. Like he has simmered down a little bit, and it makes sense because he's not been involved in like, everyone's so invested in the Cody stuff, and they're invested in like Rhea and Drew and all that sort of stuff. So I think like it's only natural. Like at least he's getting something. He's getting AJ Styles.
Yeah,
and I think that is he's had build to it, but still potentially would have rather have seen him maybe take Logan Paul.
That's what everyone thought was going to happen.
Really, I think I'd have probably gone for that personally, but again, that depends on if they're going to do the reason it might be how it is. Because if Sami Zayn does win IC title, Kevin Owens wins US title, maybe it's that, I don't know. But Sami's not going to win. Gunther's going to win. But yeah, I think LA Knight wins it. They've got to do something with him. A loss doesn't hurt AJ Styles.
I'm going for AJ Styles.
Well, okay then.
I just don't know where I just don't know where it goes to.
Is it gonna go? Is this rivalry going to continue after Mania?
Well, it is. What is it? Is it Mania Backlash?
Yeah.
It's Backlash in
France.
In France, yeah.
France.
I don't know. I don't know where this is. I don't know where this was going, but I think AJ's going to win.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Is it LA Knight's Mania debut? It is, isn't it?
Technically. Yeah, because he won the Battle Royal last year, but it was on SmackDown, wasn't it?
That was Bobby who won.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? What did LA Knight do then? He did something. No, LA Knight won something.
He didn't win anything.
I'm thinking of SummerSlam, I reckon.
Yeah, he won that Battle Royal at
Battle
SummerSlam.
Royal at SummerSlam. There you go. Slim Jim Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Nah, LA Knight's winning it.
I think
So we only disagree with 2 then in
Yeah.
a minute. So this is a really close one this year, isn't it? Right, what's next?
Logan Paul defends the United States Championship against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And if I'm right, this is like Randy Orton's 4th triple threat Mania.
There's something. There's
It's
a part,
4 or 5. There's a lot.
There's a part of me that thinks Orton's winning it. I don't know why, but there is a part of me that thinks he's winning it. I think Logan Paul is the most safest choice to win. But I genuinely could see any of them winning it.
It's
a weird one.
It's a tough one. This could be the opener. I'm going for Logan because I don't see I don't see Orton or Kevin winning it yet.
What do you mean? Yeah, he's been there for over 10 years.
I mean, like in this feud.
that young upstart Kevin Owens. I don't see him winning it yet. But you think the end game is that he wins it?
I think so.
Well, actually, to be fair, the end game should be LA Knight wins it. So if LA Knight beats AJ Styles, Logan retains at Mania, and you eventually feed into that. Logan Paul retains. Done. I've just booked it for you. Oh no, because then you know what's going to happen. So Bianca Belair's going to come out.
Yeah.
Right, what we got next?
Well, this one is the match I don't think should be at Mania. This should be like the SmackDown reform.
All right, Mania police over here.
It's the pride of Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford versus the final testament of Karrion Kross and the AOP in a 6-man Philadelphia street fight.
So what you're saying is that you would rather have Bobby Lashley miss 2 Manias in a row?
I just don't think this feud is worthy of being on Mania, personally.
But that's the point, though, isn't it? Like you need.
It's been going on for so long, but it's like it's a SmackDown feud. It's not.
Yeah, but you need to have something that's like. Not everything's going to be all at the same part, is it?
Do you need another street fight if we're going to get Bloodline rules? It's going to be no holds barred. This is like Extreme Rules, and they do no DQ and then no holds barred later on the night.
I don't make the rules, mate. But what would you have had instead of it? What would you put in? What else could have gone in other than that?
You could probably drop like maybe you could have dropped in a night AJ Styles and like put something else from night.
Why you got to change another match? I'm saying, what would you put in place of that one?
Probably swap it with.
Swap it?
Yeah, swap it with the Uso match.
You're saying it shouldn't be at Mania at all?
What?
The Pride versus the whatever.
I don't think it should be a
Mania.
Yeah, I don't think it should be a Mania match.
That's what I'm saying. So what would you replace that match with? So if that's not a Mania, what's going on right now? What would you put in?
It's kind of like with the Battle Royal.
No, it isn't.
It's
not, is it?
It's a nothing match.
Yeah, but there's at least they could at least maybe do something with that match.
It could.
It gives them a better platform at least, doesn't it? And it's easier to showcase like 6 people than it is to showcase like 15, 20, whatever it is at a Battle Royal. Isn't it? Anyway, you're going to see Scarlett.
But it's like
you're complaining about it. You're going to see. It's great to see Montez Ford. I like Montez. I really like Lashley. Angelo Dawkins is all right, I suppose, isn't he? AOP, it's not really. I mean, they're just like big grunt bodyguards, aren't they? They're not really doing much. And Karrion, I just don't know. He's just not clicked with me yet.
Well, it's a weird thing with Karrion. It's like he's got the look. He's got the physique and everything. It's just that he's not got that style.
I don't know what it is. It's just not clicking. But what would you put instead of it? You're saying you put the Battle Royal in?
Well, I don't know what you'd put in because it's like
I'm not the one that would swap it. So you come in with an attitude.
It doesn't feel like it deserves to be on Mania for me.
That's awful. Awful. You're probably not alone in thinking it. Out of all the matches, it's one of the ones that feels the less sort of Mania-ish match. I get that. But I still think it's fine to have it on.
It feels like it should just be Bobby versus Karrion, but
I don't think that's as interesting as the 6-man.
But
I think that's a much more exciting match. I'd rather have that than just Bobby versus Karrion.
I'd rather have Pretty Deadly have a match.
Well, why don't you say them then?
because I don't know who you put him against.
See,
Hang on, who didn't
awful
win?
booking.
Who didn't win? In
Oh. All right. Well, so who are we saying then? We haven't even picked a winner.
I don't know. Bob, I'll go for Team Bobby because I just.
Who had the last upper hand? That's
That's
the trouble. We don't know.
Carrion and AOP.
SmackDown's not happened. So whoever stands tall on SmackDown are going to lose, right? That's how it goes.
Well, that means at the minute, Cody and Seth are going to win the tag match. Unless something happens on SmackDown.
No. So...
well, by that logic...
It's going to happen on SmackDown. They're not going to not be on SmackDown, are they?
Because what you got?
I don't know what to go for.
Like I say, you got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Do you know what?
Well, go on then.
I'm going to say... I don't know what I'm going to say. Who are you saying?
I said, what are they called? The Pride.
The Pride. Maybe. But then if you wanted to give Carrion a chance, I mean, they're putting him on Mania, so they obviously want to try something with him.
And to be fair, they've got beef with them, and New Fire Testament have got Scarlett and Paul Ellering, so they got the extra person on them. But I just don't know. I don't care about.
I'm going the Pride,
and it's a street fight where Bianca Belair comes in.
I'll go. Yeah, all right. I'll go the Pride. Done. Let's move on.
Yes,
because I'm sad about this.
We've got one more match to do.
All right. Well, look, it's got to be.
Well, it's Roman Reigns versus Cody.
It's got to be. They've got to pull the trigger on it now. There's no point because we can't come and do it again. If they've got us to this point, Cody Rhodes is winning it.
Cody is winning it.
But
no one, because how many times have there been, apart from like Undertaker's streak, there's never been like a rematch tonight the year after where someone's not won the next match.
No.
Look at Cena Rock.
Yeah.
I just hope it's better than those two matches because the first one weren't bad.
Because
that's the thing about everyone thinks like Roman and Cody last year wasn't that great because of the finish, but it was a great match.
The match was pretty good. I think what they've done this year, though, I mean, there's so much at stake for it. Again, like if it's bloodline rules and it's low DQ, bloodline are going to get involved. There's going to be loads of interference everywhere. You know, I don't want it to like. What I don't want to see happen, though, is if it did turn out like, oh no, Rock was just playing, he just busted him open because he's, you know, just for the banter, or however. I don't think they will go down that route now.
But those storylines.
But if it's someone else costs Roman the title, I think that's not the way to go. Like that really cheapens that. And whether you're like you are on board with like Cody winning it or not, whoever beats Roman for the title needs to do it clean, or. You know, like it can't be. But that's the trouble. How clean can it really be in a bloodline rules match? Well, so it's the whole thing is a bit. What they've done, they've added in the thing. So Rock said to Cody, if you don't win the title, if you don't finish the story at WrestleMania this year, you're never going for that title again.
Yeah.
Shades of AEW, right? But then Roman's come out and said if he loses the title, he's done. He ain't coming back, which means that he'd be gone until SummerSlam, and then. They've added all these extra things in, like because normally if they go, if I lose a title, when Roman last did that against Cena at SummerSlam a few years ago, it was that whole like, oh, if I lose a title, I'm leaving. It's like, well,
it was the night before.
Yeah,
that gives it no chance to go. Well, there's a possibility.
No, but it usually makes it obvious that then they're going to win. But I do think this time, I think that's why they've done it. Because Roman's saying he'll lose, and people are like, "Oh shit, maybe." Also, well, he's not really going to leave, is he? So. No. Maybe he will win, but I don't. I think Cody wins it. I don't know how it's all going to go down. I just hope it's done. I just hope it's really exciting.
There is that rumor that Seth might turn heel and cost Cody, but
is it too much though going on? Like for me, it just feels like too much going on.
That's the AEW booking, isn't it?
And also, if Seth also loses the title to Drew earlier in the night, Drew's a heel. Then if the cash in, like, it's just a bit too much in it. I mean, like. I do like that they've sprinkled like because the production now on the weekly shows has been so good. Like the last two Raws has been amazing. I've really enjoyed both of them. But like
Actually,
like the little things where like the camera goes all the way through,
Yeah.
you see stuff in the background, like this
had-
Raw just happened. You could see Paul Heyman and Drew talking in
yeah,
the
I was gonna
background.
say
Like
that.
you see all of this sort of stuff, and it's like little Easter eggs, and it rewards you for watching it. But like, I think Seth did it on, was it this? It might have been this. It was this week or last week. But he said about always have a plan. It was this week.
Yeah,
He said I always have a plan B. Now, obviously, at face value, always having a plan B was that, yeah, Cody was there when he was supposedly not going to be there because of the beating. Of course, when Seth says plan B, for those that have watched and do remember, plan B was the Shield breaking up. So it's like, it's all these...
which he turned heel.
Where he turned heel. So, and that's what I mean. Like, they sprinkle it in, and I really like it. But I don't know. I don't see it happening.
Dean Ambrose returning.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. Not in his 3 or 5 million contract, whatever it is.
I thought that was Sasha Banks' contract.
She's like 10 million, she. That's why they just made the releases in AEW to help pay for it. Well, supposedly.
Yeah,
pay
but
for
it wasn't like it was like. I don't think if you put those 10 people's contracts next to hers, it would be anywhere near. To be honest.
No, it wouldn't. But anyway, WrestleMania. So you're going Cody?
Cody.
Going Cody.
And I just thought of a match that should be a WrestleMania.
Go for it.
Maxine Dupree versus Candice Ray. That's been built better than the Bowie.
Do you know, I will give you that. The Candice LeRae stuff with, well, actually Candice and Indy, wouldn't it? Surely you do that?
Because they had that tag match on Raw.
I'll give you that.
And that's built better. That's been, to me, built better than the what they call the Pride versus Fine Testament match.
Oh, there you go. Write a letter. Start a hashtag on Twitter. We want Candice.
Well, we want Maxine more, don't we?
Well, we want Maxine then. Do what you want. So those are our predictions for WWE WrestleMania XL.
Mm-hmm.
Taking place April 6th, April 7th from the stadium, you said, in Philadelphia.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it. I do think it is going to be a really good show. Obviously, we'll see what other twists and surprises and everything else we get. Paul Heyman's been inducted in the Hall of Fame. Muhammad Ali. Who else getting in?
The US Express.
US Express.
The Rock's
grandmother. My view, wasn't it? I can't remember what her name is.
God.
Hall of Fame. Anyway, that's happening. And then, yeah, NXT. We probably won't do NXT. I'm going to probably watch NXT.
There's only one match I'm looking forward to, and it's the main event of Trick versus Kamala.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
No idea if that's going to be like a stipulation match, because that's like a blood feud. Right?
Would you put that on Mania instead?
Why not?
Oh, there you go.
I think it might be the match of the weekend.
Well, those are our predictions. You can let us know what your predictions are. You can do so down in the comments below. I am hoping to have made a full recovery by the weekend, so that I can
is doing the theme song, so
just so I can enjoy. By the time we're watching it, which is going to be about 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, it will be for me.
Yeah,
I'm watching it live, but 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, so I can enjoy a nice morning beer and crack on with WrestleMania. But wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, hope you enjoy WrestleMania. Hope you enjoyed the predictions. Leave some comments, share with your friends, share with your neighbours, share with your auntie, uncle, cousin.
And don't forget those WrestleMania cards to be sending out. You
can send WrestleMania cards. You can do what you want, really. Let us know what you would replace the Final Testament versus the Pride match with. Let us know.
Do.
Yeah, do.
Do it now.
But until then, see you later. You can do the sign off.
See you later.
All right, then. You got to press end stream. You got to press it. You still got to press end.